It was one of the deadliest natural disasters in American history. A vibrant city leveled in seconds. But what if this tragedy became the foundation for modern urban resilience? San Francisco, the crown jewel of the American West, was a rising beacon of modern progress. But beneath its booming streets, a silent threat was brewing, waiting to strike. And on one fateful morning in 1906, it did. January-March 1906, a city on the edge of greatness. San Francisco was a thriving metropolis, home to nearly 400,000 people. Fueled by gold rush wealth, it had grown into a hub of innovation, trade, and architecture. Electric streetcars, grand hotels, and skyscrapers dotted its skyline. But this prosperity sat dangerously close to the San Andreas Fault, a seismic monster buried beneath California. And no one was prepared for what would come next. April 18, 1906, the day the earth broke. At 5:12 a.m., without warning, the ground began to tremble. Within moments, a 7.9 magnitude earthquake tore through San Francisco and the Bay Area. Buildings crumbled. Streets cracked. Gas and water mains burst. Less than 60 seconds of shaking left the city in ruins. But the nightmare was far from over. The real disaster was just beginning. April 18 to 21, firestorm engulfs the city. As dust settled, fires erupted, sparked by broken gas lines and fueled by wooden buildings. Firefighters tried to respond, but the water system was destroyed. For 3 days, fire raged uncontrollably. The inferno consumed entire neighborhoods. Historic buildings, homes, businesses, all reduced to ashes. By the time the flames died down, 80% of San Francisco was gone. The human cost. Late April, a city in crisis. Over 250,000 people, more than half the city, were left homeless. Refugee camps emerged in parks and racetracks. Tents, makeshift kitchens, and field hospitals became lifelines. But in the face of disaster, people united. The U.S. Army, Red Cross, and thousands of volunteers rushed in. It was one of America's largest early relief efforts and a test of national compassion. Global spotlight and recovery begins. May-June, the world responds. News of the catastrophe shocked the globe. Donations arrived from Europe, Japan, and South America. Even the Pope and the Emperor of Japan offered condolences. This was more than an American tragedy, it was a global moment of solidarity. The world had become more connected, and this disaster proved it. July-December, rebuilding from the rubble. By the end of 1906, San Francisco's leaders vowed, "We will rebuild stronger, safer, smarter." The city introduced new building codes focused on earthquake safety. Engineers and architects studied the quake's impact to improve future designs. It was a turning point in urban planning and disaster preparedness. The faces behind the fight back. Mayor Eugene Schmitz kept public order during chaos. General Frederick Funston led military rescue and fire containment. Clara Barton's Red Cross legacy inspired rapid humanitarian aid. The people of San Francisco, ordinary heroes who faced the unimaginable. Historical significance, why it still matters. The 1906 earthquake killed over 3,000 people, destroyed over 28,000 buildings, and cost more than $400 million in damages, over $11 billion today. But from the ashes of San Francisco emerged a new era. Modern earthquake engineering. Federal disaster response frameworks. Urban planning rooted in resilience. The disaster reshaped the way cities prepare for nature's fury. San Francisco rebuilt, and in doing so, it set a global standard for recovery and innovation. Want to learn more about how single moments shaped our modern world? Backhand index pointing right. Subscribe to TimeLens for powerful, year-by-year world events. Thumbs up, like, share and comment. Have you ever experienced an earthquake or visited San Francisco? What lessons should we carry forward from 19